1, 2, 3, 4. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on.
Let's get set.
I feel like I'm on a hoppity hop.
Okay. All right.
It has a little rebound to it. It's kind of like when a tennis ball or basketball.
Yeah. Maybe we should. Oh, first of all, it's Mike and John Got It Going On, brought to you by Firehouse Doors. And we should explain why
I'm bouncing up and
you're
down.
a little bit taller.
Yeah.
You're a little higher in the saddle
Yes.
today. And you're bouncing along.
Yes. Our good friend Leslie's Aunt Jen.
Our good friend Leslie's Aunt Jen.
Aunt Jen.
Isn't Aunt Jen our good friend too?
Aunt Jen is absolutely
Don't count out Aunt
a
Jen.
viewer, a fan of Mike and John Got It Going On. She heard me talking about getting one of those stability ball chairs because
Right.
the other day I brought in just the stability ball from the green room, and she brought me
An
actual stability ball chair.
Right, and
So-
it's got a
Yeah.
seat back and wheels and it's just it is a stability ball.
It
So this requires you to maintain equilibrium,
That's right. I'm working the
whereas
core. The
I
whole
am just
show.
using gravity.
Yep.
This is pulling my ass down into this chair.
Yeah.
You have to maintain balance.
Yeah. There's no arms on this
So,
one, so I can't.
you're the
if
personal
I'm
trainer.
Like this,
so what muscles is that building
I'm
over
building
time?
my core right here.
Oh, it's the core.
Go ahead, hit me, John.
All right.
All right,
It's
here
like
we
getting
go.
a bowl of Jello over here.
Well, big things going on in the wide world of sports. Of course, Brighton and Belleville.
It's a big game.
We'll have Tim Robinson with an update on local sports coming up in just a few minutes.
Right.
We have our 2 cent history lesson and last night's trivia. Boy, do women carry some cool stuff in their purses.
Well, interesting things
Yes.
that people are getting for free.
Well, we'll get to that. And we've decided one more chance
Yeah.
for Monday, which would be Sunday night trivia.
Right.
For your last chance to qualify for the LiftMaster 8365 garage door opener from our original sponsors, Firehouse Doors. So we'll get to that. Bonnie Runyan, the great Bonnie Runyan. We'll do a Torch 180 drawing. But before all that begins, we start off with local news brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton.
All right, here's what's going on. Brighton area schools inducted the inaugural members of the Distinguished Alumni Wall of Fame Thursday night. Former professional sports star Drew Henson, TV sports anchor Dave Llewellyn, and former Brighton Mayor Kate Lawrence, all in attendance for the event held in the newly completed STEAM Center at Brighton High School. The district began accepting nominations for the wall last spring, looking for exemplary graduates who achieved the peak in their professional endeavors. In all, 23 nominations were received. After opening remarks by Brighton Superintendent Dr. Matthew Outlaw, the honorees were presented by a different friend or acquaintance. Presented by former Brighton coach Mark Caro, Llewellyn, a 1975 graduate, has been a news and sports anchor for WXYZ TV for 35 years, winning 4 Emmys along the way. In addition to extensive charity work, he's also a board member for the Rainbow Connection. A 1976 graduate, Lawrence, was presented by former Brighton City Manager Dana Foster. Lawrence was the first female mayor of the city of Brighton. She also served in the Brighton City Council and the Livingston County Board of Commissioners and was the first Livingston County official to serve as president of the Michigan Municipal League. And finally, Henson, a 1998 graduate, was a quarterback for the University of Michigan football team before playing Major League Baseball with the Yankees and Reds and then playing in the NFL with the Cowboys, the Vikings, and the Lions. He was presented by fellow alumni Anthony Quinn. 2 local residents have been appointed by Governor Gretchen Whitmer to serve the state in various capacities. Vika Putala of Milford was appointed to serve on the state's Environmental Permit Review Commission for a term expiring in August of 2026. Putala is a vice president with OHM Advisors and a licensed professional engineer. The Environmental Permit Review Commission was created to advise the director of the Department of Environment, Great Lakes, and Energy on disputes related to permits and permit applications. Putala's appointment is subject to the advice and consent of the Senate. Meanwhile, Douglas McClure, a Democrat from Chelsea, was appointed to serve on the state's Environmental Rules Review Committee. That term expires in October 2026. McClure is a retired attorney who previously worked at Conlin, McKinney, and Philbrick. The Environmental Rules Committee was created as an independent body to oversee all rulemaking with Eagle. McClure's appointment is subject to advice and consent of the Senate. A 3-day workshop to discuss the City of Howell's master plan is set for next week. City officials say master planning is a community-driven process that relies on input from residents, landowners, and business community members and other stakeholders to create meaningful policies that are a reflection of the future vision for the city. The sessions will be held October 26th through the 28th at the Howell Opera House. The public's invited to attend. There'll be kids' activities all 3 days. And I can tell you that as a kid, I couldn't wait for my parents to take me to that master plan workshop.
Sounds fun.
It'll start with an open studio Wednesday, October 26th from 2 till 5 p.m. Residents are invited to share their ideas with consultants, city staff, and others. That day will culminate at 7 p.m. with Howell City Council competing against the Planning Commission in a Family Feud-style game.
Get out of town, John.
Oh, that's going to be amazing.
No, I mean it. Get out of town.
Yeah. The open studio then continue Thursday the 27th from 10 till 1 and then 2 to 4:30. And then there'll be a neighborhood roundtable at 6 p.m. Thursday night. And then things will conclude Friday the 28th at 4 p.m. with a closing presentation, which all the ideas gathered over the 3 days will be discussed. Costumes, by the way, are encouraged, and refreshments will be served for that closing presentation on the 28th. You'll find all the details at mikeandjohnpodcast.com. And that's what's going on.
That's where the details can be found. Are we dressing up for Halloween, by the way?
Oh, yeah, I guess we should.
We probably should.
I guess we should. All right, that's it.
Because back in our radio days, nobody could see us.
All right, we got to let Cougar know, because she'll be here
Will
Monday
that be
as
on
well.
a Monday?
Yeah.
Halloween's on
31st is on the Monday, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Today's the
Got to figure out a costume.
It's next Monday. Not this Monday, but the next Monday after that. So don't come Monday dressed up unless you want to. I guess you can.
Some people like to celebrate Halloween.
Whatever.
They start early, they do. Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton, our new sponsor. They've got you covered when it comes to custom designs. As they're on their trip to Antwerp, Belgium. Diamond capital of the world. They get back. They'll have the best of the best in diamonds for you, as Barb put on the little eyepiece. Mark said yes. Barb, whatever you choose is going to be the best.
Diamond Eye. We still don't know the name of that thing. The little eyepiece.
Well, have our team get on that.
We tried, I'll try again.
The diamond
eyepiece. Eye.
They also carry Simon G and
There is a
Zagatti. The
name
newest
for it.
designs are in. It's probably like an iometer or something like that.
You know what? That's better. Let's just call it the iometer.
The iometer.
That sounds pretty good.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Oh, wait. I may have an answer here.
All right.
I guess it's... Now, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's called a jeweler's loupe. L-O-U-P-E.
Oh, it's a loupe.
Or loupe.
I don't know.
Or a loupe.
Jeweler's loupe.
Loupe. We should ask Barb.
I wonder if they, don't they come in different sizes, like lengths? So you can see a little bit deeper.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You
who
want
would
to know what?
Cooper and Binkley Jewelers would know.
That's true. But it also brings to mind that they could have had a spin-off series with Steve Austin. Steve Austin, the jeweler. Because he had the... He could have just, without the loupe, he could have just... He would have known.
$6 million diamond man.
That's right. Just an idea.
Okay.
Netflix will have that up soon.
Let's put a pin in that and keep it somewhere.
Right.
Simon G and Zagatti's latest designs also available at Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton. Find out more online at cooperandbinkleyjewelers.com. As I sit on the balance ball, stability ball for today's show, courtesy of Jen. And I got to say, what came to mind while you were doing news is, how when those rubber playground balls or a basketball makes that sound?
Right.
When it hits something.
Okay. That doesn't, not quite the same.
Not quite the same.
No. Here.
I'm going to try not to pass gas because that might make a funny sound
don't
too.
do that either.
Little vibration.
All right.
I think we should see how Tim Robinson is doing as he gears up for
the big game.
For some football.
I
believe Tim's covering the big game, or maybe he's sleeping in, carving up for the.
This is
an off-the-cuff call.
This is live taped podcasting. You know how live taped podcasting goes.
Sure.
Good morning, Mike and John.
There we
Good
go.
morning, Tim. How's it going?
Not too bad.
All right, so Livingston Post doing some football, right?
Yep, tonight and tomorrow.
Oh, double duty.
Yeah.
All right.
Double feature.
All right, and twice the pay. You weren't getting overtime, right?
Yeah, triple time.
Yeah, same as us.
Well, especially when it's a playoff type game.
Yeah, that game tomorrow should be pretty good. Belleville top team in the state. And, Brighton is ranked, I think, number 7. You know, two teams with a lot of team speed, a lot of strength, and
Right.
2 pretty good quarterbacks. It should be a lot of fun.
Well, and if something happens, Drew Henson can always slap on his jersey
Yeah.
since he was at the high school last night. So
Yeah.
he's good to go.
Yeah.
I'm sure it fits.
Well, yeah, he's actually going to be home back in Florida watching his daughter compete in a swim meet.
Okay.
Wow.
Because they've already asked, maybe? He's like, I'll be busy. But he looked pretty good. He was at the Wall of Fame induction ceremony last night, and
Yeah, I was there too. Were
Oh.
you there?
No, we weren't there.
yeah, of course we were
Yeah,
there.
we were there.
Giggo News is everywhere.
So,
I guess so.
you know, and well, it's too bad. One of these days, Dave Llewellyn's broadcast career is going to really take off.
that poor kid, he's worked so hard.
I know.
You know, someday he'll
Yeah.
have his own basement-centered podcast. He can only hope.
Someday.
Someday. You too, Dave.
His days will be pretty intricate, I suppose.
And we shouldn't leave out Kate Lawrence,
Yeah.
of course, former mayor of
She
Brighton.
is officially the unofficial mayor of our Mike and John podcast.
All right, we've just
Yeah.
elected her to this unelected
You know,
position.
That's right.
His basement's probably a little more elaborate than most people's.
Yeah.
All right, so tonight's game.
Yeah, who are you covering tonight?
Tonight, Harlan is home against Livonia Stevenson.
Oh, my alma mater.
Oh.
A win puts Harlan in pretty good playoff position. They'll finish 6-3, which is that's a pretty good season. You know, the 3 teams they lost to are all have 7 wins, 7 or more wins. Brighton, Northville, and Novi. So you know they've done pretty well this season.
All right. And that gets underway 6:50, the pregame, and then the kickoff at 7 as normal at livingstonpost.com.
Right, and then on Saturday the kickoff is at 12:08.
Oh.
So we'll be on at noon. I guess the game's going to be on TV also. So
Well, it will also be on other outlets. But the place to listen is livingstonpost.com.
That's right.
that's right. Yeah, livingstonpost.com is the way to go.
Now, since it's at 12:08, shouldn't you start your pregame at 11:58?
You know,
This is Tim Robinson. He doesn't have to start like the
Okay,
others do.
I didn't want you to get shorted to those 2 minutes. I mean, you know.
Tim's going to roll and say, I'm here. We're ready to roll. You can
Yeah.
kick off now.
yeah,
All
pretty
right.
much.
All right, buddy. Well, we appreciate you checking. Any predictions on the game between Belleville and Brighton?
It's going to be a nice day. Temperatures in the 70s. After we had snow yesterday. So.
And there you go.
That's the prediction. A nice
All right,
day.
it's-
All right, it's
right.
perfect football weather.
Tim
that's for
Robinson
sure.
apparently running for office,
There you go.
taking that middle course.
All right, Tim. Well, thanks for checking in with us this morning. We appreciate it, buddy.
No problem.
All right.
No problem.
Take
Thanks.
care.
Okay.
All
Bye
right,
for
so
now.
again, livingstonpost.com, the place to catch those games. Tonight, Heartland and Livonia Stevenson. Mike will be in the stands wearing his...
Brother-in-law's leather jacket. If I wore my leather
Right.
jacket from...
Yeah.
Mine's a leather jacket
Okay.
from the 80s.
All right.
Back then
Will you
when I
be
was a hoodlum.
trying to hit on the chicks?
No. You get arrested.
All right, we
for
don't have to
that.
call the police then. That's
Yeah.
good.
All right,
All
none of
right,
that now.
so on to our question.
Oh, we're going to the question.
Should we do the question real
Sure,
quick?
let's do the question real
yeah.
quick. Researchers found 25%, so 1 in 4 women, have one of these in their purse, and they probably didn't have to pay for it.
Kind of a key point.
Probably didn't have to pay for it. We want to know what it is. So some of the guesses like, well, the gun. You probably had to pay for that.
Right. You know, Brad put a very specific answer that I feel has a story behind it. He said, a blind melon cassette tape. That's too specific, and I think Brad has a story to tell.
I got a story to tell.
So I think some lady in Brad's life
Must have had.
stole a blind
Just
melon
in case
cassette.
you want to hear No Rain.
Hanging out at Harmony House.
Got it there.
And so we want to know.
Some common items like, well, a toothbrush, a pepper spray.
Moist towelettes.
That's a thing that can come in handy.
Well, yeah.
Having one of those little moist things, and if you've had it in there too long,
Well.
probably not going to be too moist anymore.
Toothbrush. I would
Yeah,
hope it would
I
be in a
just said
case
that.
or something. Oh, I don't listen to you.
Well, if it doesn't, it's got lint all over
well, that's
it.
what I'm saying,
so,
that's what I'm saying.
yeah, that could be fun. Hand sanitizer, an emery board.
Sure.
I'm wondering
That's
if how
too-
many women
too
thought
easy,
of,
though.
I'm going to empty my purse out to see what's in there and make my guess.
Right. a pad of Post-it notes.
Yeah.
And if you've got it in there for free, it undoubtedly came from the office supply closet, I'm guessing.
At work.
Yeah, so.
Sauce packets.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
That could be a mess waiting to happen.
Right. Jim says a condom.
Well,
Now,
she's prepared.
Where are you getting free condoms from? If you're going by the health department, I suppose they can be for free. But
I didn't know they were free.
I would just, if you can, I would just buy some.
A bottle of Old Harper.
Yeah. I'll take a little pint of that. And,
this Three Musketeers here.
give me that.
Condoms.
Give me that Hot Chicks magazine and you know what? Give me the hot fried Cheetos. That's good. Okay.
Linda said gift cards. I have about 6 in my purse right now. So that would be something you probably didn't pay for because somebody probably gave it to you.
Now, that's not just a women's purse thing.
I got a gas card in my wallet.
I mean, here's the thing. I just noticed this the other day. So I'm like, okay, I've got a Kohl's gift card that I have no idea how much money's on that. Yeah. Have no idea.
You got Kohl's cash.
I've got a Meijer gift card that I have no idea how much money's left on that.
Brandon said a vibrator.
I don't have one of those in here.
Wow, you got a quadrifold wallet there, man.
I do.
Look at that.
Yeah, check that thing out.
Wow, a quadrifold.
Yeah.
I thought a trifold was good, but no,
you got the quadrifold.
Yeah, fourfold.
Anyway.
All right, where were we?
I don't know.
Lighter, candy,
mini sewing kit.
Yeah, you never know when you're going to have to put that button on.
But and those you might see for free.
Yeah, like
some
at a
businesses
trade show
will,
or
something like that.
Yeah, we need to get those Mike and John sewing kits to pass along.
Okay,
sure.
Not Mike and John vibrators.
No. Well, we could.
A tampon from a friend. We have a tampon from a friend right here. Not in our purse, but yeah.
Can you fit that in your quadrifold?
I can try.
All right, so the answer for those that are on the edge
there's one more answer that I think was interesting. Josie said a gun.
Right.
Josie,
a free gun.
Where are you getting free guns from?
Maybe they didn't.
Just curious.
Catch the part about probably didn't pay for it, or maybe somebody gifted it to them.
That's pretty.
Here, if I get out of line, here you go.
Okay. Anyway, all right. Our answer.
The answer was a mint, probably from a restaurant.
You would guess.
You know how they have those.
And if it's in their purse, you hope it's one of those pre-wrapped mints, not just a scoop
or one of those chalky ones where the chalk residue is traveling around the purse.
Right.
And it has that gummy crap in the center.
You would assume it's individually wrapped.
You would assume. Yeah. So the correct answer was given to us from our first
one to get it right was Carla Ann.
Carla Ann. So Carla Ann is going into the drawing for the LiftMaster 8365 garage door opener, courtesy of Firehouse Doors, original sponsor of Mike and John Got It Going On.
The OG sponsor.
From the beginning. And we're going to give you one more chance Sunday night into Monday morning to be our last qualifier for that drawing with Firehouse Doors. They've been serving Livingston County for over 24 years.
Yes, they have. They're veteran-owned. Mike Witt, a proud U.S. Air Force veteran. They're your one-stop shop for residential, commercial, and rolling steel overhead door needs. And for the past 21 years, they have been the exclusive distributor of CHI overhead doors. Call Firehouse Doors today, 810-599-7480.
So check this out.
Check it out.
You were to be a female and win our drawing and have one of those remotes in your purse. That could be your answer. It would be free because you won it, right?
That's true.
How about that?
It's quite a picture you've drawn there.
It really is. Or you can put it on your visor in your car. Or most
that's right.
But if you want to carry it in your purse, just in case.
Right.
Maybe you're going for a walk. Walking the dog, you can open the garage door.
Can I put it in my wallet?
It may fit in there.
So.
Hello.
There we go.
Good morning, Bonnie Runyan. How are you today?
Hey, I'm good.
Yeah?
Oh, you're better than good, Bonnie.
And I'm late. I just finished listening to yesterday's podcast.
Oh, you're up to date then.
Yeah. How'd you do?
Yeah.
How'd we do?
Oh, you did great. I have all sorts of notes here for you.
Uh-oh.
When
Our
you
critique.
talk about old age, it's the golden years.
Sure, okay.
So do you have some questions for us or comments?
Right. Now, we heard about the golden years in our 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s.
Right.
But we didn't realize that it was the golden years for the doctors.
For the doctors?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's when they make the gold, the money.
Yeah.
I get it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you talked about appointments. The older you get.
Oh, right.
That's
We were
your
talking about the
social life,
hospital, and that's true.
And then you talked about the hospital, the new hospital coming up on Grand River. I was born in the original McPherson Hospital.
Right.
Yeah.
Now was that located where the hospital is now, or that was in a different spot?
In
that
Brighton?
was at Benton Street,
Right.
one block behind, 1 block east of Michigan Avenue.
Right. So it was in a different spot.
Yeah.
So the McPherson home, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Those were the days, huh?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Hey, I'm showing off. I have half a memory.
Well, that's half better than us.
Was there any other things we covered on the show yesterday that we need to know about? Any critiques or?
I am so blessed that I don't need marijuana
Okay.
to survive.
Yeah.
That's right. Some
Do
people
know
find
that
help with it.
people use it for a good reason.
Yeah.
Right. And others for other reasons.
To be happy and mellow.
Well, sure.
I'm gonna have to think of trying that. I ain't never done that.
Oh,
You
this
know-
sounds like a special segment of our upcoming show.
I know. do you want us to get you some and
You want us to hook you up with Jerry?
No.
Okay.
thank you.
We're gonna do a tour of the greenhouse. If you want to come with us,
Yeah.
I'm sure Jerry might drop a sample pack or something.
This is Grandma's Little Helpers.
Yeah. So okay. Well, it's an idea. We'll put a pin in that.
Yeah.
So otherwise, you guys got a boring life.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
it's the same.
Here we are.
Mike is sitting on a stability ball. He's
Yeah.
got one of these bouncy balls for a chair now.
Have you tried one of those?
Not like a regular chair.
I'm really feeling it in my hamstrings right now.
Yeah. So he's
Getting
like
a nice stretch. My
work.
abs and my hamstrings behind my legs there.
There you go.
Yeah, so I'm working out while I'm sitting here.
There you go.
Would you like to try this
You
too?
had a place to work out there. I wasn't aware that it was right at the desk.
What is today?
Now with that, and I've got a recumbent bike out here in the waiting room.
You're going to ride that on Monday.
I'm thinking maybe
right?
we open up our own little gym here. Your personal trainer,
Yes.
Mike and John's personal gym.
that little sit on the bike. while
Right,
you
it's
can watch TV.
small.
while
It's
you-
small, but we got room to expand.
Sure.
It's something to look into.
a couple dumbbells
Well, right
and some
here.
weights
Yeah.
too.
Hey-o.
Yeah.
All right.
That was perfect.
So,
Well, I don't know.
have any plans for this beautiful weekend?
Do I have plans for this beautiful weekend? Yes. I'm going to clean my garage.
Oh, wow.
And all ready for trick or treating.
Oh, that's Do you get a lot of trick or treaters?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I live in a subdivision.
Yeah.
I get about 50.
That's good.
What's Bonnie handing out this
That's a
year?
good number. Yeah. What do you got in the bowl?
Well, I always have an assortment for. Yeah, there's nothing really neat this year.
Okay.
After last year, the $2 bills that cost me 3 arms and 4 legs.
Wow.
So you just buy the variety pack at the dollar store. And,
Well, what I did was, my script for life. Y'all have seen that.
Yeah.
right.
And I put a $2 bill in it with a note, never forget 2020.
Ah,
Okay.
all right.
And when I handed it out to the kids, I say, they'd get their candy, they'd pick which candy they wanted.
Right.
And then, okay, I got something else, but you got to promise me you won't open it up till you get home. Because there's just little stuff in there that, what I didn't want them doing was telling everybody, hey, go to that White House with the green shutters, so she's going to give you a $2 bill.
Yeah. Because then you'd go broke.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's very cool.
Kids these days probably didn't even know a $2 bill existed.
Yeah, they're like, is this real?
yeah, this
Yeah.
fake
But
money.
it is.
Yeah.
It is real.
Right.
So very cool. All right, so we know to stop at Bonnie's house on Halloween. By the way, on Halloween, we're going to dress up in costumes, we've decided. So
Yep.
I don't know why I'm telling you that.
I don't know. Now you know.
I just decided to tell you that.
Mark your calendar.
Well, I hope I watch it before the morning then.
Right. Well, why don't you take notes, and then when we talk to you the Friday after, you can let us know who had the best costume.
Yeah. We're going to have a contest.
We're going to have a costume contest.
Costume contest.
Maybe we'll have like a little parade like you used to have in elementary school. Walk through the hallways. Ooh, I'm a pirate.
Have you already picked out what you're going to be?
Oh,
No, we
yeah.
have no idea.
I've been doing research for
Oh, yeah, we're all over it. We just thought of it, so we
Yep.
don't know.
All right, Bonnie. Well, listen, have a great
Yep.
weekend. Good luck cleaning out the garage, and we'll talk to you next Friday.
You got it, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care.
The great Bonnie Runyan.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, if you have not checked out MikeandJohnPodcast.com lately,
What's wrong with you?
oh, that's it's
Let me
something
start the list
special. Well, that's true. It is updated. If you have not checked it out, when we have updated our website, and we've gotten some great reviews and responses from that, and we want to thank our friends.
Hold on.
What?
We didn't update it. We just had the pros do
It's
it.
the collective.
Oh, the collective
And
lead.
part of our team
Yes.
is Austin Lee at Orb Solutions.
I'm going as him for Halloween.
An honesty, integrity-driven marketing and technology agency based in Michigan, founded in 2018 by Austin Lee to help contractors like his dad. They help small businesses, especially contractors and service-based businesses, with web design, advertising, print media design, and marketing. And in fact, we just had a conference yesterday with Austin talking about some things, and man, that kid has a lot of ideas.
He sure knows a lot about stuff.
And we pretended to know what he was talking about, and
I
when he
think
would
we did a
say
pretty good job,
he would say
too.
things, I'd be like,
Oh, that sounds
oh
good.
yeah, oh the
the
LEM,
old
oh the old
SEO.
LEM, I got that right.
Yep.
All over that fella.
Hell yeah. Heck yeah.
But seriously, Austin just knows his stuff.
He got started by helping out his dad, who's a
Right.
contractor, and his dad's probably a little older than us, or maybe younger than us.
Either way,
Either way,
Yeah.
helping out those that really don't know what they're doing when it comes to web design or features or anything like that.
right. So if you're a contractor and your web is your website is not achieving what you had hoped it would achieve, let's face it, a lot of websites have they've just not been updated and they just kind of go by the wayside. Austin Lee at Orb Solutions, he can help you update it. So check it out, orb.solutions. Orb Solutions.
If your website looks the same as it did 10 years ago or 20 years ago, it might be time for an upgrade.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Ours isn't that old.
No.
We upgraded
And we've already
ours within
we upgraded ours
4
within
months.
within like 3-4 months. Exactly.
Because we want to be on top of things for you.
Exactly.
All right.
We're all over it.
Yes.
Something
Like a
that.
rat on a Cheeto, John. All right.
Good morning.
Good
Rhonda,
morning.
how are you today at Torch 180?
Doing well. How about you?
We're doing good, and you're going to have great weather for tomorrow's market day.
Right? Finally.
Yeah. And you've changed up the hours a little bit, right?
We did change up the hours. One of the things that we noticed is we really weren't getting any traffic from between 9 and 10.
Okay.
And it's super hard for the students to get lets to bring them at like 7:30 in the morning.
Right.
So they're ending up like either not having rides or not being able to get up there till 10. So we're adjusting the time a little bit to hopefully just condense it a little and make it a little easier for them to get there. And then, people don't have to feel like they have to get up very early and come on out.
All right. Makes sense. So you're adjusting.
Yeah.
This is what good businesses do. They make those adjustments as needed.
You call the audible at the line and say, we're going to open a little later so it's more efficient for everyone.
Right. So it's is it
Exactly.
So what are the hours again?
Well, when we started it, we told everybody we're going to run it for 6 weeks and we're going to see how it goes. And, in terms of, very much I wanted to see how is it going in terms of the students. Are they showing up? Are they learning from it? Things like that, because I don't like to waste my time or their time. And so it's been really, really great for them in terms of learning just kind of on a very micro level, the ins and outs of a business. So we'll be open from 10 until 1:30.
All right.
10 to 1:30 tomorrow at Torch 180.
Now we know.
Yes.
And what else is happening at the church? How's this month's menu going?
This month's menu is great. I mean, anytime we put a corned beef Reuben on the menu, it's super, super popular. So, so that's been going really well. I'm not sure what we're changing up next month, but we're working on that one now. We had the fire department, the firefighters, they're right next door to us, and they come in quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've seen the little bantering between them and the police department.
I've noticed this, that there's a little jib-jabbing going on between these two.
Maybe we should have a chili eating contest or something at Torch between the police and fire departments.
We could do that.
Ooh. Well, I told them yesterday because we had quite a few of them in here, and I said, guys, we would have to vote for you because you actually come in here. So then they requested that we put an olive burger on the menu, and so I think we are going to add an olive burger in honor of our Fowlerville Fire Department.
So a burger with olives in the meat?
So
You
that's
kind of
what
lay
I
it on
said.
top. You lay it
Or just on top?
It's got like an olive sauce.
I think it's
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they put it in whatever sauce they're putting on it.
Right.
So if it's like
right.
mayo or if it, I don't know. When the,
It's a thing.
When
It-
the cooks
is it a
in our
thing?
It's a
kitchen
thing.
began trying to figure it out, they thought it was like cream cheese and stuff. So
Well,
I
there-
don't really care how they make it, but
Yeah, there used to be a restaurant around here. I have a good friend who grew up here who said there. And I can't remember the name of the restaurant, so I'm probably going to get a lot of emails and think, "On idiot, it's this one." But there used to be a restaurant around here, and their specialty was the olive burger. So a lot of people grew up
Was
with
that
the
Nickerson's?
olive burger. Well, I don't know. It was
I don't
Nickerson's.
know if it was Nickerson's or not.
Okay, look at you just taking a stab in the dark. Maybe you're right.
It could have been Nickerson.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm heading down
I've
96.
never had one, never actually heard of one.
It
so.
doesn't sound appealing to me, but you know, everybody has different tastes. I'm not a big
They
olive
do.
guy.
And hey, they come in, so you know.
That's right. Well, you know, we wanna feed a couple people here with our drawing.
Yes.
You want the honors this week?
Do I want the honor? Oh, to do the drawing. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Okay. Let me. All right.
Boy, that thing's getting heavy.
Yeah, it is getting.
Almost threw me off balance on my ball. Yeah, shake that thing. Shake that thing,
Shake
John
that thing.
King.
Okay. All right. What's it? All right. Stop shaking that thing, will you?
So do you guys have entries in there like from all the way when you started?
Yep.
When you started doing this? Oh my gosh.
Yep. One entry per customer, but they
That's right.
stay in until you get drawn
The
out.
screening process.
All right.
And who's the winner?
Okay.
Lunch for two.
For Sid Crenshaw. So congratulations to Sid Crenshaw. You are the winner of Lunch for Two at Torch 180.
Is it Sydney
All
or
right.
Sid?
It just says Sid.
That's the Cookie Monster's name. His name is
They
Sid.
could have some cookies.
They could- yeah.
While they're there.
All right. Well, Rhonda, as always, we appreciate everything you do at Torch 180. And Sid and the guests are
Nice
going to
talking to you
enjoy it.
guys.
All right. Have a great weekend.
You too.
All right. Talk to you
Bye-bye.
soon.
All right.
All right.
If your car's having trouble or you want to get it ready for winter, stop by Murphy's Family Auto for all your auto repair needs and vehicle maintenance. Since 2011, Murphy's Family Auto has been specializing in car and truck care, including engine and transmission work, electrical services, you name it, heating and cooling issues, brakes. Stop by and see them today. Call 517-552-3040. You can even stop by on the weekend, Saturdays from 8 to 1. We have our 2-cent history lesson coming up next.
Hi, this is Jerry Millen, longtime Livingston County resident and owner of the Greenhouse of Walled Lake. Brighton City residents, you're being lied to. Check out BrightonTruth.com. We'd like to bring a greenhouse medical facility to Brighton and give patients safe access. We're asking Brighton residents to vote yes on a medical marijuana facility being allowed in Brighton. Please check out BrightonTruth.com. The Reefer Madness Group, they're lying to you. See the truth. BrightonTruth.com.
Discover the truth at BrightonTruth.com.
All right. It is time for history.
Let me get my history book out.
History waits for
It's
no person.
1-page, 2-cent history.
All right.
Brought to you by Oakland Insurance. Drew Goebel and Company. Call 248-647-2500. Today, the 21st of October, is Babbling Day.
It's our day.
Just babble, babble, babble. There are people that babble on.
Right.
Count Your Buttons Day. I don't think I have a button on me.
Got 1, 2. Really? I only have 2 buttons on this thing?
You got a spare,
Just 2.
like on the bottom there,
Yeah, I
in case you
wonder,
lose
maybe
one?
I do. I got a button on my pants. It's ready to pop. Anyway, go on.
It's also National Pumpkin Cheesecake Day. Pumpkin cheesecake.
I don't know that I would like pumpkin cheesecake.
I'm not a big pumpkin eater anyway.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not turning it
It's
down.
cheesecake.
I mean, I'm not going to turn it down, but I just
You just
I
don't
had a
know.
choice between cherry cheesecake and
You're
pumpkin
going
cheesecake.
cherry
I don't
over
know,
the pumpkin.
Cherry or just plain.
Just any old, just plain old cheesecake.
Yeah.
But it's pumpkin cheesecake day.
Okay, that's the day.
1797, the U.S. Navy Constitution was launched. The Constitution. You know, it was famously named Old Ironsides, even though it was made out of wood.
But it was like it had iron sides.
Yes, it's actually built out of hardwood, not cardboard.
No.
It would have sunk.
That would not have been.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have been a very auspicious beginning to the Navy.
Those idiots built it out of cardboard. Short trips. 1879, Thomas Edison perfected the electric light bulb. We just have a fluorescent above us, but
That's
we have a
true.
regular
I
one
don't know
behind
how
us
many,
in the green room. 1921, the World Series was broadcast on the radio for the first time. And you know what? You really don't need a radio for the World Series anymore.
No, you do not.
You can catch it online, on TV.
On the TV.
Yeah. It's kind of too bad, isn't it? Super spy James Bond in 1954 was portrayed on the screen for the first time. The small screen, that is. Did you know that?
I guess I didn't know that. 1954.
1954, years before Sean Connery became James Bond, Barry Nelson brought the Ian Fleming character to life on the TV series Climax.
Really?
Now you know.
I had no idea.
So you do learn a
I've
little
learned
something on
today.
this silly little
Right.
podcast and this silly little history lesson. Mick Jagger, 1971, became a father when his wife Bianca gave birth to daughter Jade in Paris. 1988, the U.S. Department of Transportation.
Fancy.
The U.S. Department of Transportation announced that aluminum rustlers,
Easy for you to say.
aluminum rustlers, posing as legitimate highway crews, had been stolen thousands of dollars worth of bridge railings and signs as well.
Gonna start their own rail company.
That's right. I got some aluminum ones.
I think you go to the nearest junkyard and you'll find it.
Aluminum
Yeah,
rustlers.
somebody just brought in a whole load of that.
They used to be, cattle rustlers. Now they're aluminum rustlers.
And you know what we do with aluminum rustlers? We turn them over to the cops.
Oh,
But-
yeah, cow belly.
Okay, none of that made any sense
They
whatsoever.
really didn't. So let's move on to 1997. Elton John's Candle in the Wind 97 was declared by the Guinness Book of Records as the biggest selling single record of all time. 31.8 million sales in less than 40 days, raising $35 million for charity. That was the version about Lady Di.
Right.
I have a CD version of that
And
that's
is it-
currently wrapped.
Is it still wrapped? Yeah.
It's still wrapped.
Okay, and you think that's going to...
That's
You have that with your McDonald's Beanie Babies
no, I can,
as your
got rid of them.
retirement?
I got rid of them. The beer can collection's where it's really where it's at.
Here's the thing about CDs. I got a whole rack of them over here. I never listen to them. No one wants them.
Well, you're
no
no
one
fun.
cares. No one
I
cares.
listen to my CDs.
I try to do that.
And finally,
You know what I have? When I do listen to something in the car, I'm either streaming Mike and John Got It Going On.
I don't
of course,
blame you. I would listen to a podcast.
Or I listen to satellite radio. I
that's
find
another thing.
satellite radio to be something that is an excellent alternative. When you're driving in your vehicle and you want to listen to music, you can listen to any kind of music you want.
That's right.
When you want. You can listen to all kinds of programming on satellite radio. So, frankly,
Are you getting a commission or something from satellite?
who needs radio? That's a good question. Ask yourself that.
And finally, in 2007, Kid Rock and 5 members of his entourage
Wish we had an entourage.
were arrested after an argument with a man that escalated into a fight in a restaurant in Atlanta.
Was it over the olive burger?
Wasn't it? I think, if I remember right, it was either like a Beef Eater or an IHOP.
Oh,
But I
okay.
think it was an IHOP.
I would say
I bet they, it was after show or practice, rehearsal. They smelled kind of funny when they walked in. They probably went to the greenhouse.
Right.
And then they stopped by the IHOP. Well, no, it probably wasn't that. It was probably they were drinking whiskey and smoking funny things.
It was probably one of those chicken and waffle places.
You think so?
Yeah. I'm guessing it's down south.
Well, it was in Atlanta.
Those places are everywhere, man.
Look for Kid Rock fight Atlanta. 2007. That's your 2-cent history lesson for
Rock
today.
Fight
Brought to you by
Atlanta.
Oakland Insurance. Maybe the last thing in your mind, and that's okay. It's the first thing on Drew Goebel's mind each and every day. Somebody's celebrating. It must have been a chicken and waffle shop.
It was a Waffle House.
A Waffle House. See, I
course
was
it
close with IHOP.
Of course it was. It's true. It's true. It's the same typer, but it was. If
Is
you're
that
down
one with
south,
the
you're going to
letters, the
yeah,
yellow with the
exactly.
Waffle House.
You're going to a Waffle
Huh,
House.
Getting some waffles.
That's true.
Kid Rock going to get me some waffles.
That's right.
Wear my hat and a shirt with the finger on it. Okay.
Okay. Classy.
Brought to you 2-cent history lesson where we learned a little more than we needed to.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Drew Goebel and Oakland Insurance.
248-647-2500. Also, sponsors of Mike and John Got It Going On, Richter and Associates Property Management, licensed real estate brokers, rental property experts in Livingston, Genesee, and Oakland counties. 40 plus years in the business. Located in downtown Howell. Check them out online, richterassociate.com, RICHTERASSOC.com.
Call 517-540-9500
You know,
6-0.
if I was sitting on that stability ball, I'd have a better core.
You
I
think
could
so?
probably
Yeah.
get through that.
You want to try this on Monday?
No, hell no. No thanks. That's not happening.
I'm gonna roll out of here.
Oh, we're rolling out of here.
Mike and John got it going on.
You've been giggling with Mike and John. Tune in next time and giggle on.
All right. We have a quick post show to do here.
Fastest post show ever. This is for you to take to the bank.
All right. So yesterday,
Oh.
did you look out your window
I
and
did.
say, "What the bleep is that?"
Well, I'm smarter than that, John. I knew it was snow. I
What is
said-
that?
I said that right
scared.
there is
Yeah.
snow. But
No.
here in Michigan, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Especially in Whitmore Lake.
And we saw the video of somebody on Whitmore Lake who said, "I don't care if it's snowing.
I'm sailing.
I'm going boating."
Boat or bust.
And that is your exclusive post-show content. Have a great weekend.